So hi, I'm Dionys Kolovatsas, and I work for Google. Before Google, I managed the Association of High Tech Startups, and then I spent 10 years with Procter & Young. I'm married, 3 kids, enjoy football and bourbon just to relax at the end of the day. I'm here today to share with you my belief that basically every click counts. And you know, Google click, you can make the link yourselves. The story of Google is fairly well known, and it's basically the story of what you can get when two smart, decisive guys get together to think along similar lines. So the story starts as follows. In 1995, Larry Page, who was one of the co-founders of Google, decided to move from his Michigan University to Stanford. And there he met Sergey Brin, who was assigned to show him around. There are rumors that they didn't like each other at the beginning, but eventually they made it happen. They became buddies, and the rest is history. So Larry was working on converting the whole library of Stanford University into a digital world. And here's the second click of the story. He followed his supervisor's advice, which was to explore the mathematical properties of World Wide Web and understand its link structure. That research project was called Background, and very soon it was joined by his buddy, Sergey, who was crazy about developing data mining systems. So they worked together hard and they developed an algorithm called PageRank. That algorithm pretty soon was proven to provide much better, faster, and more relevant search results than any other search engine at that time. So in 1996, the initial version of Google was up and running on the Stanford website. And a year later, 1997, Google.com was registered, the domain, for the first time. The guys went out looking for money, and they were turned down by every company in Silicon Valley until they got into this guy who committed to contribute $100,000 into a company that did not even exist at that time. So the co-founders, Larry and Sergey, were extremely happy. They enjoyed, they celebrated this great success with a burger at the local fast food joint. And then Google Inc. was established in September '98 in a friend's garage somewhere in California. Almost a year later, they had another success, another click in the story. They raised another fund of $35 million, but still, they didn't want to get to go public because they were not ready yet to lose control. And here comes another big click in the story. They bought into the idea to bring Eric Schmidt as the CEO of the company in 2001. Eric tremendously helped Google to move from a startup, search engine-centric small company into a big corporation that we all know today. And Google went public 3 years afterwards. So, Larry and Sergey started with a crazy, innovative idea, and driven by their passion to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful for every user around the world, they worked one click, one step at a time to make a company of $37 billion today. And you know, for that number, every click counts. So, I hope you liked the summary of the Google story as much as I do. It's quite inspiring, right? But, you and I are not like Larry and Sergey. At least I'm convinced that I'm not going to make the next Google of the world. In fact, I believe that the chance of one of you making it happen is quite slim, full respect. So, does this mean that that's the end of the story? Does this mean that we cannot define our own success and reach new heights, personal heights? Well, I can only talk about my own story, which is, as many of you probably, I hold an engineering degree, and then I got a management degree, and then, one step at a time, I ended up in Google. Just one click away from Larry and Sergey sharing the same passion that the internet can help make the world a much better place. So, especially for Greeks, which is in deep crisis today. In fact, there's a hell of a lot of things that the internet can do for us as entrepreneurs. Access to data, find customers, partners, investors, and all this just a few clicks away. Around the world, around the clock. Simple as that, at zero cost. So, similar to Larry and Sergey, let's move on with our aspirations and our ventures, And let's help ourselves and this country to survive and thrive via the internet, where every click counts. Thank you.